Well, good morning there, friends. Just jumping in here to give you a quick update in case anybody is interested. My dog Zip is doing a whole lot better. We had an issue with him within the first couple of weeks. You can go back on this channel and see what happened to my dog and explained what happened. He ended up getting a tear about yay long. And about 2 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks into it, about that much of it got infected from where they stapled the skin all back together. And they ended up having to cut that little section out, which left a hole in his side about that big. And they couldn't bring the flesh back together. So obviously the antibiotics and everything else that they suggested doing worked to a little degree. One of the commenters had made a comment about having some sort of spray, medicine or something that worked really good on their horses or animals or whatever it was. I don't recall at the time. So we mentioned that to our veterinarian, and he didn't know anything about that either. So while they're redoing my dog Zip's side, he did some research and he came back with a product called silver sulfadiazine. And this stuff's pretty good. You have to have a prescription to get it, and fortunately for us, he gave us, or they charged us for the largest container they had, and we haven't hardly used that much of it already. And he's healing up really, really well, and you'll see that right here. But you need to look quick because I couldn't get him to stay long enough for me to really zoom in on it. Now, if you're not sure about this silver sulfa, not sulfur, sulfadiazine, just go on YouTube and just do, a YouTube search, silver sulfadiazine. That's that New England accent coming through. It's still early in the morning. It's 7:30 right now, and it's 28 degrees, but the sun feels warm, really nice. So anyhow, it's going to still take a couple more weeks for that entire side to really heal up, scab over, things like that. But otherwise, he's doing really good. And the other thing I want to get you caught up on is my chronograph. I sent it off as the recording of this video. I sent it off last Saturday. And by Tuesday midday, the company called me, said it was fixed, and they were ready to return it. And I was like, holy crap, that was a very, very, very fast turnaround, keeping in mind that on Sundays, the mail slows down. But I do want to thank Woodrow Brim, 825, for leaving a comment letting me know that if I could send it back to the company, that they will repair it up to half of what the current market value is. And before I shipped it in, I looked to see what the current market value was, and the cheapest that I could find was about $145. I didn't look long and hard, but that's kind of gave me an average. Well, it cost me about 70 bucks to repair it. Well, I was mildly surprised. Including the return shipping, it was $42.69, and the return shipping was $14, priority mail. So you guys do the reverse math and it'll tell you they repaired it pretty cheaply. But when I had called them to indicate that I was returning it to them, I was also a little surprised when she said that this type of damage to these chronographs happen more often than one would think, and in particular with muzzle loaders and those that shoot sabots. She says that a lot of times those plastic cups is what takes out those LCD liquid crystal screens or whatever it is. But those plastic cups. And of course, she made the offer, well, we can sell you a little cover to go over that just to protect it. And I said, no, I've got some 1/4 inch thick plexiglass, clear plexiglass, that I can make one for myself. And if you're interested and you don't have, you know, the material to make it yourself, they're only like about 14 bucks. But for you muzzleloader shooters that like to chronograph your sabots and things like that, you might want to keep that in mind. That a lot of these chronographs are damaged with those plastic cups. So anyhow, I've got some more footage of the deer that I've recorded out here within the past week. If you elect to watch it, I actually caught 2 bucks kind of going at each other over the hay bale, the alfalfa bale. They were kind of like pushing each other away from it. So if you're interested, you can watch the rest of the video. If not, I'll bid everybody adieu. And I guess the next time I'll see you is when I'm retesting my homemade gunpowder that I made with pistachio shell. Bye. Again, I'm outside. Yeah, my dogs are going crazy. And they could care less. Never gets old. That buck right there is a different buck. Look at that tine. You'd say it would be a 2-pointer, but it looks like there's a broken bone off where it would naturally split. Or, yeah, split. There's quite a few bucks around here. That one that's walking around, he's been around quite a bit. He's hanging around, but this one right there, I think he's a different buck because I don't recognize the shape of the antlers. Never gets old.